But yeah, welcome everybody, I hope you're doing well. We are going to be continuing a bit more with Final Fantasy here. Final Fantasy V. For reference, once again, I have never done the Sealed Temple. I've not even seen an enemy here or a boss yet. And we are going to be continuing here today. Last time, where I left off, I had no clue what to do. And then about 5 minutes after I shut down the stream, I realized, wait a second, that snake thingy was a statue and the other dude was having something like gold needles that is better than actual gold needles or something like that. So we probably have to find that guy again. And that's pretty much where I'm going now. Now the problem is, I don't really remember where that was. So I'm actually going to go the other way around. So there's 3 entrances. This thing in the middle, which we technically can go in, but it doesn't help us. The left and the right one, which I've always gone into the right one. Let's go with the left one instead for now. So I think I just use Break Blade on those guys and then just cut them down. Oh, I thought that was the rogue there, or thief. That's less than ideal. Apparently Kara gets to go before the grenades end up going themselves too. We're fine. As before, we are not allowed to run at all. We are not allowed to even reduce the amount of encounters we get. So I'm kind of stuck with what I have here. So we have to fight everything. And rapid fire, dual wield and ridiculous weapons are kind of helping in the process, and in the process we also have managed to acquire some more levels along the way, so that definitely does help a bunch. In some instances, it's just quicker for me to briefly go ahead and straight up attack instead. Would be considering getting a copy of this, but with this SNES sound restoration patch, I'm pretty sure that exists anyway. Yes, SNES sound restoration patch does exist. However, I am not entirely certain whether that is possible to be on an actual cartridge. Huexel does have a thing with actual sound restoration patch, but I don't know whether you have to play this via emulator or via, well, whether it's actually a thing you have directly in the cartridge. So this is not where I need to go, is it? I'm pretty sure this is not where I need to go. Or is it? I think if I continue through here, I will eventually arrive. Wasn't it past the Guild Turtle? No, past the Guild Turtle was the other dude. Oh boy. This is the Game Boy Advance, so SD2 SNES I don't think would necessarily work on this. There are clone consoles that allow to apply patches to original cards, but other than that you don't know. Oh, interesting. I was not aware of that. And hey, Raygodactylus, welcome. Hope you're doing well. And I'm doing quite fine, thank you. I hope so do you. Also, welcome to you, Blood, welcome to you, anybody who is lurking. Speaking of lurkers, I've noticed that, well, maybe unsurprisingly, a lot of the more recent VODs seem to have a lot more viewers, or a lot more views, than they would generally, let's say, have. Which makes sense, considering that I guess a lot of people usually try to watch me at a different time zone. But also, welcome to you guys. I hope you enjoy the lurk there one way or another, and well, hopefully get to see you live again soon, or in the first place. Enjoy your show. There are flashcards for GBA 2, don't know if they are able to do what you want. Makes sense. I just hope I'm not going to go the wrong way here. If I don't find what I'm looking for anytime soon, I am going to go ahead and reset this to get back to the save point in order to go the other way around. Dropping down here is not good, is it? This leads me back to the other place. And TC Matthews, thank you. Thank you so much for 6 rounds in a row support. Welcome back to you. Well, I'm glad you enjoy your stay. Thank you so much. That's already quite a long time. I really appreciate that. Confusion, By the way, the Genji helmet would prevent confusion. The ribbon does not. One of the few advantages of a Genji helmet, I guess. There's not a whole lot of equipment that prevents confusion from ever occurring, but that's one of the things. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to complete the sealed temple without having ever done this before. Please no spoilers on how to do it. I would appreciate that. And right. Wait. Actually, did not know that the Gladius was Holy Element. And good morning to you, Rigasin or Rigasin. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. And yes, the concept is that there is some dude that told me, hey, I have something like gold needles that is better than gold needles that can make anything awake again. And essentially, what I'm looking for is a way to get past a statue in the portion that I unlocked thanks to bring a behemoth to one of the other dudes. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Now I'm trying to find that dude with the gold needles again, pretty much. Also, that's 200 ability points for our... Oh, that's the wrong thing. 200 ability points for our characters whenever we defeat movers. So movers are actually kind of a nice battle overall. Don't think that's going to be enough, is it? Yeah. Maybe you could land something? Nope. Oh well. Boo Boo got you! Thank you for the host, I appreciate that. But that was 4 times attacking the same dude, so that's unusual. And you miss. Oh well. There we go, the last one hit. But even though it doesn't look like it, elemental spell blades do work with rapid fire, and the first attack of the rapid fire will kill those guys, because they are susceptible to that kind of thing, so to speak. And so the subsequent hits on the same character, because it can still be targeted, will end up not doing anything. Stole a rune blade. Isn't that a pretty good one overall? So, also, that's going to kill him, isn't it? I actually wanted to analyze it in order to see what it would be potentially weak to. But my red mage, unfortunately, is not quite quick enough. Because my red mage is the one that has the appropriate scan ability from the blue magic side, which is Ferris. Oh, I know where this leads. Wait, I'm going to just reset here. Hang on, guys. Because I know where this is, and getting back from here is going to take ages if I don't just reset. The experience I gained is just kind of secondary, it's like, whatever. Also, one other thing I was considering is having maybe... You did learn to equip... Was it you who learned to equip staves? First strike, no. Was it you who learned to equip staves? Equip rods, gain the ability to wield rods. So this could actually be really interesting, because what I could do is I could turn Ferris into a ninja, give Ferris the ability to equip rods, then I would indeed equip said rods, such as the Magus Rod and the, I don't know, Thunder Rod. Give you Hermes Sandals to be faster, something that increases your magic. You don't actually have anything that increases magic, that's unfortunate. Something that I guess increases defense the best, that isn't the Bone Mill. Speed Black Garb, and there's something for magic. So, and then I could have Ferris just throw elemental scrolls, and that might end up being a load of damage. The problem with equip rods, however, is that Ferris now does not have the ability or sufficient amount of magic power to take real advantage of this. So I guess that's not a good idea. Right now anyways. I would need to make Ferris, or anybody who actually has dual wield innately, for the magic power to be on the other guys as well as being able to equip rods in order to make that work. Maybe this is something I should just kind of work towards. Meaning, maybe I should just have Ferris master ninja instead to do that kind of thing. But on the other hand, instead of having Ferris master ninja, I could have Lena master ninja instead, because she is already really close to that. Maybe I kind of want to have both. It's very possible that over the course of being in the Seal Temple, I will have to stay in here for long enough for this to work out anyways. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll with this. With this idea, eventually it will hopefully work out. That's the idea. Great, let's go to the right side. Maybe that's better. Tactical, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Oh, also, I guess that's the same set of encounters again, isn't it? Makes sense. Also, by the way, in case you're wondering, Ferris does have a Mirage Vest on, which grants 1 charge of image whenever you enter or start combat anew. So we could scan those guys. Or not, because apparently the scan goes after. Or it just could attack the same thing twice. So, if they have any particular weaknesses, elemental weaknesses specifically, it would tell us about it with scan, right? Or was that a different ability from the Blue Mage Master? You have Blue Mage Mastered. Was there 2 different types of scan abilities? Check enemy's HP. Scan, Blue Mage level 4. Okay, so this is the correct ability. So this should give me more information about enemies if they have any weaknesses. That's the theory. So this was one of those paths. Down here leads me to... the other area. What was on the left side? I forget. Hi. Those poor assassins. They look fancy, they look pretty awesome, but they're not nearly strong enough to survive a simple rapid fire. Well, actually maybe they are, but not rapid fire romp. I might as well defend with Kara in order to one-shot those guys with romp instead. So what else over here? We got... You kill this guy. Presumably you can, yeah. But yes, essentially I'm looking for the dudes that has better gold needles. Have I ever been here? I've never been here with a thief, I know that much. Oh goodness. Right, those guys are not healthy to take out without actually straight up killing them. Because they will counter, since those are enemies from the... At least the Player Mancers are enemy from the Mage Tower side. It's really unhealthy if I try to do that. Hey, they actually have elixirs. Unfortunately... Oh, I have no idea what that was, but that was really unhealthy. Maybe I shouldn't scan it. I really shouldn't scan it. RIP! I'm dead! Oh, I'm lucky! Oh goodness. Oh god. So yeah, any action against them is going to incite that kind of counterattack. So that is really, really unhealthy. Thankfully, we will guarantee kill those guys. So, you can steal elixirs from them at the cost of 2 of your guys' life. It actually might be worth it in the long run. As long as I can guarantee killing him right after. But yeah, that was rather unhealthy. Oh yeah, you don't have the gold needle because you're a thief right now, because you can't wear that as a thief. So that guy is dead. That guy is really dead. So I know this will kill him. I guess Kara is not quite strong enough to guarantee kill those guys. High potion, that's cute. And do you have any particular weakness? Oh, do you have the... No, you were sapped, weren't you, Lena? That was 71. Oh. No weaknesses though. But I see the level now. Those things are way higher level than I am. Which, thinking about levels, one of the classes, one of the advanced classes gives you experience up. Maybe I should actually have that mastered on those guys here. Just out of principle, so we actually benefit from running through this area here, killing dozens and dozens of enemies. That would probably make the most sense, actually. Oh. Okay, 1 dead, 2 dead. Nice. Maybe we'll eventually steal a high potion or something like that. Or the rare steal is what I meant to say. Because we just got a high potion. Also, a quick note, this is going to be a short-ish stream, only going to last a little bit less than 3 hours from now, which means I'm almost guaranteed not going to be able to finish. I have to go out and do some stuff. So, unfortunately, this is going to be a bit shorter. Maybe I'll come back afterwards, but I'm not going to make promises. I would like to continue this. I'm actually really intrigued by this. And after getting a good night of sleep, I'm also not quite as tired anymore, which means I don't mind just having endless amounts of battles without ever seeing any progress and enemy along the way. Well, maybe I do mind a little bit, but not too much, really. Either way, this seems to be a place where I've not gone before. So I'm mildly intrigued. Sure. Although I don't think this is terribly useful anyways. That guy is dead. That guy is dead. So, here's the thing. I am absolutely certain that if I could hit him twice, he would die with this, but they have a bunch of evasion. So that's unlikely going to happen, so I might as well have Courage as rapid fire. So in hindsight, I think the first thing I should have done is have experience up on one of my characters. A Blitz Shot and a Blitz Shot. That's for the Cannoneer. I don't even know what those thingies do. I don't really plan on testing or playing around with them. But at the same time, I don't plan on looking them up either. So it's just going to be a case of I will look them up after I'm done with the Sealed Temple. Sure, it might be useful or really handy for this section here, but I'm kinda lazy. Also, I just like playing with the things I am well familiar with. Oh, right, we did fall down here last time. So this is where it comes in handy that Kara did in fact master Geomancers, otherwise I would have fallen into those pits right away. That guy's dead, you can switch to the other guy please. I figured it was worth a try. Oh, he actually died. Nice. So that means I actually need to be careful, because if I don't stop in time in order to avoid those thingies, the pitfalls that is, it could end up being pretty bad. That guy is dead, so you can stop. Thank you. Aww. Nice, that should be sufficient already. Oh, by the way, one thing I was thinking about too is maybe if those guys are not heavy, as in they are actually so... Could you please stop hitting the same guy over and over again? That's just so inefficient. If those guys are not considered heavy, it would be potentially somewhat useful to have mastered Samurai and be able to use that instant death move over and over again to just really quickly try and kill all of them at the same time. Oh. Only way is done. Unless I just move back there. Oh no. So what I've learned against those guys is I just need to rapid fire. This most likely kills at least 2 of them. So this guy in the front is dead. They have 5,500 HP. That guy in the back is now dead too. So 2 of them are dead, so that's good. They also don't have a whole lot of evasion, but they have Keroga, so that's a load of damage right there. They also seem to have a tremendous amount of magic power for that matter. But wrong person. Those guys are the reason why for a while I had my characters with reflect rings. So that guy needs 1 more hit in order to die. This guy also. There we go. That guy's dead. This guy is dead too. Goodbye. Learn first strike. Yeah, actually. I don't know how far. Probably the experience up ability is pretty far away. So I'd rather clear out enemies quicker at some point in the near future. This is where I wish rapid fire was a lot more reliable than it actually is, or we would have ranged weapons in order to use in conjunction with rapid fire, because if they just continue hitting the guy in the back, he will die. Well, the guy in the front just hasn't taken any damage at all. This is ridiculous. Because I have to use rapid fire here in order to guarantee kill him. This is just going to take a while longer again. Oh well. So, just going to use Breakblade here. Hey, you actually hit that. Nice. Okay, that guy's dead too. Heal another high potion. Or not. Wow, that's actually a surprising amount of damage from Various there, from the back row. For some reason I thought Kara still had Breakblade equipped, but not quite. We need an exact 2-2 distribution, because it needs 2 attacks for each of those guys from rapid fire. Which, by the way, 2 attacks is 4 total slashes, because 1 attack is 2 slashes in order to kill them. Couldn't steal. Good night. I didn't mean to use rapid fire, but probably just quicker in the long run, that way around. Not longer in the quick run. Potion. Also, learned Vigilance on the Thief, so that's nice. So, I've never gone south of here, I don't think. There might just be nothing in this entire room for all I can tell. Yeah, I'm definitely going to use this Breakblade, because if I hit those Flare Manticles, I want them to die. Alternatively, if the one of the Flare Manticles survives, I would actually go ahead and steal elixirs from it, just because elixirs would be worth it. I can just use the elixir on the White Mage, and I would still gain a net bonus out of that entire ordeal. Oh, you're not dead yet. No, you're dead. So I'm actually going to step forward slowly, just because... Oh, we're down here again? I don't want to... Wait, do I? Wait. I think it was through here to find the gold needle dude. So... I've never gone to this door though. Oh, this is the middle bottom section that I couldn't get to before, but I remember there being a switch. Maybe through that switch I will be able to do something with that. So I hope that Chrono Controller dies, because I think he counters with Meteor if he doesn't. So maybe I should have just used Breakblade twice. Also, I should go ahead and put Reflect on to Ferris and Lena. Good night, Blood. Thank you for dropping by. I hope you sleep well, and maybe until next time. Take care. Just rapid fire. Probably quicker in the long run. So, we are level 50. As mentioned before, I'm going to go ahead and give you a Reflect Ring, and I'm going... Actually, I'm going to keep it 2 slots. I'm okay with this. Ah, this is where the thing shows to the other side. Straight up from there, I'm pretty sure there is the hole that you jumped down. So we are actually kind of quick through this section here, which is nice. Also, we're only very slightly too slow to take care of those Dark Elementals. Oh, that's not enough. to take care of those Dark Elementals before it uses a spell on us. So if I had Thief Agility rather than just Ninja Agility on Kara, she would go faster than those Dark Elementals for 2 turns rather than just 1. But then again, I would need at least 2 fighters like I do have right now in order to take advantage of everything, and I'm not sure about that. Alright, I'm just going to not play around with the Chrono Controller and just physically attack this guy instead. Rapid Fire. Oh, wait, what? Chrono Controller does not die to break? Ew. I got lucky in the end, so that's okay-ish, I guess, but that's not so much fun. Nothing to steal. Hey, welcome to you, Zombus. Welcome. I hope you're having a nice day so far, or night, or something like that. Could you hit the other guy, please? I don't think the other guy has taken any damage so far, so Rapid Fire is the only thing that guarantees a kill. I'll just do that. Yeah, okay, at least because I ran around in this area here for so long, I did eventually remember. So, this should kill him. Oh, he has evasion. Ah, he doesn't have much HP anyways. Oh, that's good to know. I think that guy is dead. No, guaranteed. No, he's really dead. No, he's really, really dead. Again, for anybody who is curious as to how can I tell which character is dead and such this early. My characters have 2 weapons. One attack is 2 swings with a weapon. X-Fight allows you to attack 4 times, which means a total of 8 swings. But the 2 swings together are always 1 attack, so they just always hit twice each target. Ah, I think I'm actually landing exactly where I need to be. I think. Let's see. Oh, right, those have evasion too. It's morning here. Hi, good morning. Well then, I hope you have a pleasant day in the office and take care. Stolen Ether. Hi. Check out this miracle medicine. It'll make anything in the world jelly soft for hours on end. Just 1 dose is enough to soft petrification curse that are so strong even gold nails just bounce off. Oh, you want some? There's a big stone statue in your way? Well, it's sure thing that this stuff can soften it right up. Okay, I'll give you some, but there's small print. Remember when I said it lasted for hours on end? I actually meant 5 minutes. So whatever you want moved, you better get done with 5 minutes, capiche? I'm never going to make that. Unless it's literally around the corner, I'm never going to make that. So, if I understand this correctly, I have to get to that thing within 5 minutes. Or, well, maybe I have to beat the boss in 5 minutes. That's a possibility too. Alright then, here we go. Don't dawdle. Good things come to those who get a move on. Yeah, I'm like, this is not going to happen. This is not going to happen, guys. I am a speedrunner, but I can't run away. I would need to figure out where to go in the first place, which is kind of a bit of a problem. I can kill enemies reasonably quick, but I feel like I kind of have to go ahead and just power up my characters. I thought you could insta-kill those guys. I guess not. I will have to power up my characters way more if I want to get through this quickly. I'll just go somewhere and I hope I land in the place where I need to be. Plus, I guess the biggest problem is really that I don't really know where to go. I actually have a good idea where to go now. There's ice. Lizara should be sufficient, we don't need anything higher than that. I need to use the run button here too. No, not you. It's our high potion, that's cute. Why don't you just tell me how to mix that medicine instead? That'll make way more sense. Actually, it's not nearly as far away as I feared it would be, but at the same time... Not you. This is going to be rather tricky overall. Yeah, I don't even know how to deal with those guys efficiently. Ah, down. I need to go down. Ah, goodness. Actually, I might make this, which is surprising. Problem will be, I assume this is going to be a boss of some form, and I'm not prepared. Please don't miss. Thank you. Alright, this is way more reasonable than I thought it would be. But mainly because I just happened to coincidentally take the correct turn on how to get back here more or less right away, so that's nice. Still a coincidence. Oh god. Right, I should have let Rob do the thing rather than Kara. Oh, it's minus. Okay. Oh, need to go down. I got this. Just to make sure that this guy dies. Plus, I think the animation is slightly faster with his weapons. I'm going to heal up briefly before activating the thing. I hope I don't have to kill the thing within that time frame. Because that would make it really difficult. Okay, Magic, White, Kiraga, and now I hope that... Apply the softening serum to the statue. I hope this is not going to be too difficult. Petrification negated. I just unpetrified you! Around Avis. Well, that's lovely. I think I just rapid fire in order to try and take care of those elemental thingies. We both have still about 2,500 HP left. That thing is dead. I can't guarantee a kill on this thing. So that was instant death from him. Poison breath, how much is it? Not too bad, but I don't have blue mage for the other thing. There's no timer anymore in here, so we are on a fine side. So can. I'm going to just give you Drain Sword. You're going to survive forever, pretty much. Okay, scan doesn't work. Zombie powder. Oh, that insta-kills one character, pretty much. Which is not good, so I'm going to revert that by giving you holy water. Unfortunately, you don't have a whole lot of HP left, so just rapid fire. And hope this guy is not undead. Okay, he's not undead. So we are just going to continuously heal with those attacks. But zombie powder would be an instant kill. Unless we would have useful things to survive that with. So this is also a problem. Those things... I need to kill them first. Hit the top guy again, please. No, not this. Uh-oh. Now I hope those are not undead. Okay, they are not undead, so that's a plus. I need to hit the top guy and the bottom one. Once more, please. You're going to die if you don't do that. Zombie powder. At least you can target the cactus that are dead too. That could technically also target that one. Oh wow. Magic Shell comes in handy. Possibly anyways. Take care of this guy, you will heal up anyways. I don't need to worry about your health. I do need to worry about your health though. Time for an elixir on yourself. If Ferris doesn't survive, that's just bad luck. Yep, zombie Ferris now, because if you die to zombie breath, that's kind of what happens. But that we got the shell up is actually really handy for us. I'm going to use Spellblade for Flare here, in the hopes that I can kill the minions that he will spawn frequently, reasonably easily. So, he just moved, so I should be able to get in a turn here, hopefully. I would like to get Shell on Lena as well, so I kind of need to heal her up. Elixir is pretty much my best option. This is really bad. Wing attack. Okay, wing attack would be poison, I think. Why are you so fast, buddy? Hey Dan, welcome, hope you're doing well. Welcome to you. Light magic. Your Ragon, everybody. Oh goodness. He's real fast, so that really doesn't help. And Breathwing just kills him because of it. He's way too fast. Okay, this is a problem. I need to use Arise, which is 100% health thing. Because Phoenix Downs are 25% of your health, and that attack you just used is also 25%. I hope you still have Drain Blade, you do, so that's nice. So you just heal yourself to full. Oh, that's a counter attack that he revives the other thingies. This is bad. It's really, really bad. What I could do is try to... So the zombie is not going to do a whole lot, aside from instant death. Chance. What I could do is just try to hope that it's not going to matter. Why did you attack that thing like 20 times? I hope the thing attacks the... Exactly. That's exactly what I hope for. Ah, I wish I equipped the Hermes boots. Blaster. Resisted the blaster, so that's really good. Phoenix Sound on you, because you can reflect stuff. Nice. So, you are going to... Iraga. So this is unfortunate. Oh no, he was faster! Are you serious? Oh, we have zombies now. Could you hit the guy in the front, please? Dude. What? He's dead? Self-destruct? Ah! I didn't expect him to have this little HP, otherwise I would have gone way more berserk. Oh god, that was crazy. By the way, the zombies do get experience for what we have experienced here. 30 ability points. And a Ferris bow. First try indeed. That was spooky. If I wasn't under so much time constraint, I would have properly prepared for an actual battle. But I was, so that's that. They would have been actually pretty simple. Except that I, well, I guess realize now that I don't have a way of resisting zombification. I'm not entirely sure what to make of that. Zombification and confusion are not in the things that I can resist. That's a problem, potentially. Angel Ring is the only thing that I can remember resist zombie. There might be more things. I think there's an Angel Rope for a chemist slash... White Mage? I think that might actually prevent zombie as well. And that's also the thing, which I think is called Angel Suit, that has like 25 magic evasion. So it would be really good on that end too. So I might want to consider trying to grab something like that. At least if there's going to be a problem. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just go back. I'm just going to go back and save. Oh boy. So yeah, welcome Dan, welcome to you Meat Shield, welcome to you BB. Hope you guys are having a nice day so far. You didn't kill him? Oh, is this one of those dudes that is actually multiple dudes, just overlapping and doesn't show you? Probably. Either way, we made it. So my best option indeed would have been to just go all in on the attacks on that Grand Abyss guy. Essentially my plan was that I just hope that he's not going to zombie powder too much more, but then again, I don't actually know whether zombie powder can target targets that are already zombies. So I figured maybe zombie powder now that only 2 people are not zombies has a chance of 50-50 to hit the correct target. If the last character in your party gets zombied, you are instantly dead. Also, zombies always physically attack your own party. They don't do any spells or anything like that, but they just physically attack your own party. That would have been pretty potentially devastating too, since I don't actually have a good resistance against that either. So let's see, we're actually level 50, so... Okay. But it was a lot more reasonable than I expected it to be. It was mainly because I had no idea how to get quickly back here, but... Well, it was actually not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. thanks to the teleport more or less getting rather close to you, back to the entrance. How close are you to the ninja? Pretty far, actually. You keep reading those as mini Santas for some reason. Makes sense to me. Strike first. Oh, I will, don't worry. I was also thinking, I don't have a way to haste my other characters, but actually do. I could have recruited Masamune and used haste on at least Lena, although Ferris would have just reflected start back, which is also why I was kind of reluctant to use Kyuraga to heal everybody, since it would have also healed the enemy, although not much. I would have still done it in the end, for that matter. Couldn't steal. You have a 1 in 16... Oh. 10 in 256 on a successful chance to steal the flame ring from this guy. Boo got you! Thank you for the raid, I appreciate that. You also hosted earlier. Welcome guys, I hope you're having a pleasant day so far. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to you. And welcome to you as well, Agony. Yes, this is the bonus dungeon. I have never done this before, and I have additional rules that I have to adhere to, on top of also self-imposed rules that I may or may not stick to in the end, depending on how the bosses turn out. And those self-imposed rules are... that I don't want to use a chemist or money throwing. As you just said, few guys like you I will step. I'm not entirely sure what you mean, to be completely honest then. And it doesn't sound nice, question mark? I think a regular blizzard sword is sufficient for these guys here. Nope, barely, but it's still sufficient. Only double damage. Except with a knife. I'm not sure, I'm sorry. Yes, actually, it's kind of curious that I've never done the bonus dungeon. Probably mainly because I always just stuck to the SNES version, so there's that too. But at the same time, I actually really enjoy having a challenge in a game that I'm very well familiar with, that is kind of unusual to me because I've never done it before. So this is pretty sweet. Lord Mug. Yeah. We finally found another weapon for Kara. Yes, we found a Gladius. I think it was actually even in this section here. Somewhere. That's kinda decent. Honestly, the Holy Lance wasn't too bad, except that it didn't work with Spellblade. That was kind of a problem. Yeah, either way, that doesn't sound nice. Then I hope that's Not a common occurrence. I guess just regular attacks are doing the trick on this guy, aren't they? Ether, Puma Shuriken, Puma Shuriken. I have not thrown a single Puma Shuriken, even though they are really strong. I just don't feel like they are particularly noteworthy or worthwhile. Let me actually see. I have never tried Break Blade on those, have I? I may have, just forgotten. But this will kill that guy. I don't think that will kill this guy. They have a surprising amount of health. Yeah, that guy's got to dead. Oh. It actually kind of killed this thing. All the holy water. What are you? Okay, they are not susceptible to Break Blade. I see. Still not pleasant. Vulnerable to fire. Ow. Ow. So we have Dark Matter and probably not the Dark Matter. Oh, that's also a cottage. I'm going the way of the cottage. The way of the cottage sounds way nicer overall. Fire is probably sufficient. I don't need a Firaga blade on this end. I didn't pay attention to how much maximum HP those things have, but we'll see. Next Monday you have the next meeting with your doctor. I see, well then, I hope that turns out well. What are the odds of hitting the same guy 4 times in a row in a 1 in 3 chance? So that is 1 in 81 actually. That's the theory. But I don't think that's how this game operates. I think the chance for that to happen is significantly higher, to be completely honest. Holy water, unholy water. I don't like those encounters here. This is where I would like to have ninjas with high attack power to just throw fire spells and be done with it, because they don't even have particularly much HP. Or matching resistance for that matter. But they would be rather quick to dispose of. That's a good set of attacks right there. This thing will die to that attack. Kagenui? Sounds like a weapon. It is a weapon. Oh, what? How strong is this thing? Secret ninja blade that sometimes stops enemies. That seems ridiculously powerful actually. Let's see. Kagenui. Less strength, actually 5 less strength, but 3 agility. On top of also increasing our attack by a huge amount. How do I get 8 attacks from a character? Essentially you are dual wielding 2 weapons, so that's 2 attacks per initiated attack. And the rapid fire is 4 attacks in a row with half power but never misses and ignores defense. So that's how. Also we get a Ferris bow. Furious bow that sometimes confuses enemies. So I think this is better. I don't know whether the Gladius or the Excalibur is better. The Gladius is better, apparently. Kagenoi is kinda neat. Let's see what's down here. Maybe I don't want to fall down here, but I'm not going to know unless I actually try. Cottage obtained. We have this strike. So the downside is now Kara has significantly less strength, so actually it might make more of a difference that she has so much less strength than having less attack power for that matter. Good evening to you, guy. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Oh wow, actually Kara does more damage than Romp right now. Oh, that's because he used 5 Ra Blade rather than 5 Raga. That's the reason. Rapid fires from Hunter. What is X attack? That's the same thing. It's just a different name for the same ability in a different version of the game. Let's see. Gladius doesn't give you strength, does it? This one does. So this might actually end up being more damage, just because it gives +4 strength. I would need to calculate the points where more strength is more relevant. Also, let's see how well we do with this, just hitting stuff. Because this might end up being just more efficient. Oh, eye drops. Hey, I got the rare steal from those guys. It's an eye drop. Wait, those might be different enemies. Maybe not. But the guy in the back seems to be the one that summons more enemies. Or allies, I guess. You don't suck? Oh, don't worry. Guy is pretty awesome like that. Because it's you don't suck is it's kind of an abbreviation for something awesome, probably with SVCK. So what is Apocalypse? Is that a weapon? Actually, I should check it on one of you guys. Apocalypse is indeed a weapon. It's a sword. A great sword forged by the ancients. Wow. Those might be better than what you have. Yup. That's stronger than a Ragnarok blade, alright. So you get the Apocalypse now. And again, the lack of strength might end up making this a better weapon. Just on the basis of that. But we start having more weapons, which means we could actually employ up to 3 dual wielding menaces with rapid fire and such. We don't even necessarily need rapid fire for that, we just need dual wielding and attacking. Oh hi, well, that's kind of a common-ish encounter in different areas, so what you do is you just attack with Break Blade in order to take out those guys. Because they are susceptible to getting broken. They are also giving a lot of experience, but there's also a lot of other enemies that give a similar amount of experience in this area so far. So what do we do? Let's see, what's done here? These seem to all lead to the same area, but we could have just gone through the wall in order to get to those areas. Alright. I think we can just regular attack those guys down. Those are enemies that appear in the void in the forest section. So I want actually you to be slightly slower, preferably. So can I give you... Okay, Hypno Crown gives you less agility. And I'm actually going to take away your Thieves Knife, I think. You can have a Gladius in the Kagenui. Wait. You're actually a pretty competent attacker, aren't you? I'm going to put you in the front row for now. Maybe I should just have Ferris with barehanded instead for now, because that will give Ferris the monk strength. Which might just make the difference of killing those guys. Okay, that guy is dead. That guy is probably not dead yet, but that guy is really dead. So, what do you have right now? Scan. Well, actually, maybe AP up is better for you. Because that's kind of what we are looking for, isn't it? I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, it is. Mirage West. I forgot about that. That's kind of what I'm looking for, indeed. I don't like those encounters. I really need you to have ninja throw as well. Actually, Ferris does have throw. I could have Ferris with throw. Actually, the only... well... it would make more sense to have other abilities too. Wow. About 2000 damage. Oh wait, he has the armor that reduces elemental damage by 50%. So, not quite. They only resummon when there's less than half of them left, I guess. So... but I would like to have dual wield for the rods. So realistically, I just want Ferris to master the ninja as soon as possible. So she has dual wield, can equip 2 rods at the same time and throw scrolls. Then also substitute for the thief, which actually... what do you have as an ability? White. That's... I could go ability up for you as well. But you're going to be done before Ferris anyways. Let's see what's up here. Hey Chaos Kitty, welcome to you. I hope you're having a nice day so far. Welcome. This is where I came from. No, it isn't. There was a little step that my character made when entering this door that was not by me, like this one here. I'm not sure what's up with that. So those Mind Flayers would counterattack if they survived the attack in the first place. Oh. He did survive the attack, but sometimes they don't counterattack anyways. Oh, this is a copy of the puzzle from earlier, isn't it? The other guy too? Ah, that's unfortunate. Barry should be able to finish up that guy though. There's another exit too. Nope, that's just it. Let's see. I know they have little defense. How much does a frame scroll do from a character that doesn't do a whole lot of damage? Pretty good. I think a regular flame scroll of a character that would deal a lot of damage would actually be sufficient already. Maybe eye drops is the common steal from the guys in the back there. Those might just be different enemies, even though they are numbered among the same as the others. The Ferris attacking is kind of pointless. That's just going to half fair as this one for now. Take the stone. We start with top left, which is this door. We came from the far right. Actually no, middle right it is. I would like to start on the far right. Which probably is this one. Nope. Last one I'm trying, I guess. There we go. Okay. So we're going nowhere. That's good to know. At least we rule this out now. Aw, I figured that might be enough because the thing couldn't have much HP left. Elixir drop, neat. So, now we go through the center. Trying to build a map in my head. That's tricky. I'm just going to have both Kara and you defend. Oh. For some reason I automatically assumed the other dude would die, but he didn't. Okay, we are here? Question mark? Have I been here before? No. Phoenix down. This is probably on the left side of the crossing, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. On the right side I went down some chains and stuff. I'm really tempted to just go back somewhere into the void or something of that equivalent to have my characters learn. How to throw scrolls really efficiently. Actually, I don't have to go back for that, do I? Because if I just use regular attacks anyways, both Kara and Rump have mastered White Mage, so they do have pretty decent firepower. I don't think I need Spellblade for now. It could be useful. But for now, we're going to just use Throw. Still need Hermes Sandals. I want you to have the Black Robe for more magic power. The Ribbon for more magic power. Ragnarok and Excalibur is what you automatically is prepared with. It's actually fine. I think this is enough magic power, probably. So, you get Throw. Breakblade and Apocalypse, that's what we had before. You get the Ribbon again. Black Robe. And Hermes Sandals. So, and we're just going to go ahead and throw the things. Okay, so we are back here. So the middle is essentially leading us back to the entrance, if we want to go back to the entrance for that matter. Ah, okay. In this case... not quite enough. Almost though. I'll have Kara use 2 Flame Rods. So this should be easily enough damage in order to take care of those guys. Magus Rod and the Flame Rod will do the trick too. Yeah, Flame Rod. Blitz Shot, Sorcerer's Mantle. Oh wait, what's that? Boom. Oh, almost one shot, not quite. I'm mildly surprised. Talon, thank you for the 8 bits, I appreciate those. And welcome to you as well. Hope you have a pleasant day so far. Heart of Ronka, Treasure Room. So, we did get something equivalent to Oh yeah, the Vishnu vest we did get earlier as well. Was it not an armor that I got? What was it then that I have acquired? Sorcerer's Mantle. Cloak that nullifies all elemental attacks. Well, that's pretty intriguing, to be honest. Also gets 10% evasion. That's very interesting. Do I go back to the right side in order to continue there, or do I go back through the door in order to explore the other doors? I think I'm going back to the doors to explore the other doors. Nice, and this is going faster now too. You don't need to attack. Rapid fire is not going to do the trick here. Solid green beret, right. Some of the new equipment and stuff in the extra dungeon are on the overboard size. It's really good, but it's an accessory, so that would mean I would have to give up Hermes boots, which are just insane, and I really don't think that is something I necessarily want to do. I'm going to put it in here first. That's not where I meant to go actually, but it's fine. Last shot. So the left side is literally just for another chest, so I have basically ruled out literally everything in here. Alright, just going to throw as well. Whatever. Yeah, don't seem to have all the same amount of HP. Bottom left is where I came from, so this is where I want to go for now. Get that last chest. I'm rather surprised this thing didn't die. I could stop. That's cute. It's basically the stop spell, however, so that's a thing. Hyper wrist. That sounds like an accessory. There it is. Wristband that increases attack. That's 5 strength, 10 attack, 3 defense, and less equipment weight than a sorcerer's mantle. So, again, this is kinda cute, but I would lose my Hermes boots. I'm not willing to do that. Not right now, anyways. But this would be where it would be really nice to have a spell blade on one of the characters in order to take out those guys quickly with rapid fire. Oh well. Let's see, how good are his flame scrolls against those guys anyways? Kinda decent, but it doesn't allow them to counterattack, so it's not that great. Oh, the second one of those will do a trick actually. So, I came from the other side, so I'm just going to go back where I came from. So this is where I went up. Yeah, this is where I went up. This might be a boss. For all I know, this might be a boss. I'm just going to do a basic setup. Vishnu West for you. Actually, I'm just going to turn you. I'm going to go all out in setting up. Hopefully this is not going to be in vain, because it might just be a teleport instead. Because how it's placed, it could be both. So we'll see. You get blue magic and you get summon magic. Hermes sandals, because I still think those are the best. You can Aegis shield, a ribbon, and you get the Vishnu Vest because you're kind of important like that. You don't get the Ragnarok Blade though. I would like for you to have the Sasuke's Katana for physical defense. Then I'm going to turn you into a regular attack as well. You get white magic first of all, that's kind of the most important one for me anyways. And blue magic as well maybe? Oh. Well, maybe blue magic would be decent. Hard to tell. Or maybe it's just plus 30% HP. For whatever reason. All of those that don't have an exclamation mark, you think you have automatically equipped when you are bear, or what, a basic plus anyways. So, actually, that's not true, because HP plus is not automatically equipped. Yeah, actually, blue magic is fine. And you get just something that gives you plus magic power. I think the Lilith Rod has the highest amount of it. It's not true actually. Yeah, this one, Blood Sword, has even more for whatever reason. Ribbon, of course. Then Black Robe. And you actually get the Sorcerer's Mantle. You know what you're going to do is you're going to start with the Mass Immune, which gives you the first attack. Are you guys ready? Well, I can always do that in menu, but the Ragnarok Blade and the Kagane. And does somebody have the Vishnu Vest? Yes. Maybe you get the Mirage Vest. No, actually you don't. I don't want to accidentally abuse the bug. Welcome to Warp Zone. This will return you to the gate of the Sealed Temple. Will you warp? No! Well... I'm actually kind of okay with this. I'm kind of okay with this. You know what? Bone Mail could be interesting. Keep. And you just continue learning Thief. You're actually almost done with learning Thief, so that's kind of cute. And that's just going to give you ability point up as well. Hopefully not going to be relevant that we don't have a white mage for now. Oh well. I actually forgot to heal up anyways, so maybe a good thing it wasn't a boss. But either way, we have an easy way back, so that's a huge plus in my book. Right, you need to equip the flame rods again. Wait a second. That was... If the flame rods are correct, that was actually only 50% more damage with both the flame rod and other things. So maybe I need to use 2 flame rods. Let's see. Flame rod and flame rod. If this is more damage now than it was before, which it isn't, so it only counts for 1 flame rod and such. I thought it was both that would be counted, but I guess not. Either way, good enough to deal with these enemies here. Have I tried out Gladiator or Cannoneer classes? No. I know both of them have some form of mixing type ability, which would be rather involved in order to try and learn that or figure it out. So I decided to just kinda skip on that and stick to what I know, and then later on just read up on what they can do. That's currently my plan. So, okay, we can go over here. Oh, this is back where we just were, just on the other side. I prefer actually to travel through the underground here, just because those are generally susceptible to fire. In this case, I'm going to give you the Magus Rod instead. Actually, the Lilith Rod gives you additional attack power. Magic power. It wasn't... Shouldn't be the Lilith Rod, I should get the Blood Sword instead. Cure that, you know. Blood Sword I would also be able to physically attack if that were to be the better choice. I'll find the Blood Sword anyways. Might be all the way at the bottom. That's the Ragnarok Blade. There's the Blood Sword. There we go. I'm just going to let her throw twice. This should take care of it. Okay, so we are back here. Was that the only thing you could do? Just go down? Yes, it was. Alright, this is kind of pointless to go over here. Right, I shouldn't have done that. Or should I? Depends. This board is annoying, but nothing bad. Just going to let you do the thing again. But this time with lightning strolls. I don't think they are weak against lightning. But I like the quicker animation. All preparation, but just the warp. Yep. But there's nothing on the left side. I was starting to learn the layout, so that's nice. So this is the main area where I could already walk to if I wanted to. Right? Yes, I could already just straight up walk to, but I don't know what's over here. So let's see. This is the main area again. That's kind of pointless to go through there. I've never gone over here though, I don't think. Or have I? That's a horrible idea to attack like that. In hindsight. Because each one of those is now going to counterattack. It's even worse, because they didn't even take much damage from things. Oh yeah, I forgot that those Achelons have so much magical evasion. Wait, I think the chest over here was open, so I've been here before. Yeah. Alright, never mind. Actually, I have no idea where to go through here. I just realized I have no good weapon against those guys here now. Take down. That's going to... That can't confuse, right? I think it can anyways. Do those guys respond to... They don't. Okay, do they respond to stealing? They don't. This is where I really would like to have Break Blade. Because these things have just so much HP. And a tremendous amount of defense. So yeah. I kind of forgot those even spawned here, even though that's kind of literally the first encounter we had. Sure, this probably is going to be fast in the long run. Only one of them responded, so that's nice. So, this means I have absolutely no clue where to go. How did I even come here? I fell down from above. That's how. Those have way too much evasion. I think I fell from down from above anyways, which actually means there is nowhere to go here aside from warping back for that matter. From all I can tell anyways. So I guess we actually do want to warp back. This is where we already have access to things. And here we are. Back at the castle. I'm actually going to give you a flame rod and thunder rod, just so you have more power in throwing stuff too. Let's see, how far are we with Thief and Ninja Mastery, so you guys can start throwing stuff too. Then that's probably going to be my way of getting through, unless I recognize, okay, there's something that I can't just throw rules at and survive. Still a while to go, although Thief is going to be done rather quick, or soon anyways. So, oh, this is pretty far to run here in fact. I didn't expect to one-shot those guys, honestly. Oh well. I don't think they have any particular elemental weakness. And I don't have anything good for rapid fire right now either. So this is less than ideal. Yeah, this is not good right here. Going to give you the Brave Blade and the Apocalypse for now. Just going to let you handle that stuff. Probably should have rapid fired. I don't think this will kill him without rapid fire. Oh, it does. Okay. Convenient. Problem with that, this guy is that hitting him is a problem. And as you can see, Kara's attack are just kind of pointless, really. Because she just doesn't hit. These guys have way too much evasion, plus the Bloodthird has like a 25% chance to hit in the first place, so that really doesn't help. I'm just going to rapid fire then. I would like to point out that the Brave Blade has kind of a lame attack animation compared to other weapons such as the Apocalypse or the Excalibur. Okay, I need to go up, not on the right side. Oh, that really doesn't help. Just throwing some lightning scrolls. That's surprisingly strong. More elixirs. I'm pretty happy about that. 1 in 16 drop chance usually. Unless for some reason that changes up things. Have I beaten any of the bosses that are super bosses in the dungeon? I beat the Grand Avis ep, which was here, and that was a really awkward fight. I almost lost, but I did get it first try in the end. Because I was under time pressure to make it here with the gold needle, and remember, I can't run away or reduce the encounter rate. So, plus I had no idea where to go. I just coincidentally happened to take the correct path that ended up leading me here to this place over here. So I ended up working out. Just by pure chance, really. But since I had no idea what the Grand Avis could do, I was going in with a very poor setup because Ferris and Lena were still Thief and Ninja respectively. And they were way too slow to do a whole lot themselves. Okay. Lena has mastered the Thief, which is really nice, so you can start mastering the Ninja for two hands. Then we are going to be pretty much done with you guys too. Because you did master Monk already, so you guys are actually going to be just as good in regular attacking, not just as the other guys too. So there's that. You don't get the Vision of S and the Sorcerer's Mantle, that's just silly. Oh, wait. Now we don't have protection against back attacks. Ah well, I hope it's not going to be too bad. For now anyways. Alrighty. Wait, this is the entrance, so warping back was actually kinda pointless. There has to be a different way that I can take from here. Oh god. That means there's something I missed. That means there is something I missed. This is where I dropped down earlier. Wait, no, this... No, this is fine. Or is it? Kinda. I guess it's kind of fine. Because at least I know I don't want to drop down there. I think I actually managed to get back here, but I thought I wanted to continue. Yes, this was the second on the left that led me back here, and then I decided to just wander back where I couldn't continue. But there was actually a way back here, which now I realize. I didn't realize it at the time that there was actually a way back here, but at the same time, not sure there is a way to take advantage of that knowledge right now. Oh goodness. Or ooh, that's not a whole lot of power there. Hurricane. Thankfully, they are kind of weak as well on that end. You're going back row. You're going back row. So the Hurricane misses because it has a chance to hit, and our levels are pretty high, so their chance to hit is significantly reduced thanks to our level being relatively high in comparison now. Rocket Punch seemed problem for them. I really hoped I would get rid of those guys quicker. They are really fast as an enemy. Like, pretty crazy fast, in fact. Alright, so we're going back down here. Is where the entrance is? I've never been here, have I? I may have, but I forgot. I did not mean to do that. Well, now we're throwing a scroll with R as well, and we should be fine to win. By the way, Hermes boots also prevent paralyzation from occurring. Oh, that didn't kill them. No, it did. Is this the Sealed Temple? Yes, it is. Hey Carissa, welcome. Hope you're doing well. And I have no clue about it. I've never done it before. This is blind. I prefer to stay, for it to stay that way. Okay, so lightning scroll. This guy, I think, had a chance to survive, but he doesn't. Oh no, we're back here now. Ew. Oh, good night, Letland. Thank you for dropping by, and I wish you good sleep. Rest well. Let's actually investigate this corner here. It doesn't look like there's anything, but, well, who knows. He gets one move. Actually, he doesn't, because that was a preemptive. Nope, there's nothing. Thinking about it, two-hand would be just as good right now. Oh, right. Charity. That's pretty awesome. Thank you for the bits, Lethin, and that's actually a really good reminder. I forgot about this. For anybody who does not know, there is the currently charity thing going on. If you are spending bits on any channel, make sure to add hashtag charity to the mix in order for you to benefit the charity while you're cheering. So whenever you're cheering, just make sure to use hashtag cheer. You don't have to cheer any more or any less. Just kind of add that to it. I think that would be pretty awesome. So thank you very much, Lefland, for both making me aware of this, but also for the cheer. How much more until you guys are done? Very soon. About 2 fights for Paris. This is this here. There's a gigantic staircase on the left. I wonder whether this is where I want to go. Oh, I can actually go there. I did not notice that. Hit that guy again, please. Hit that guy again, please. Okay, that's good. Oh, alright, the other guy gets a counterattack. Or doesn't. That's also kind of convenient. Alright, Fairies Master, the ninja class, has dual wield now as well. And I think we have everything on Fairies that we can possibly want. Maybe it would be nice to have Red Mage in the end, but for now, I just want to kill enemies quicker. So I am going to equip Throw on you. So I can throw stuff really efficiently and strongly too. Strongly? Maybe I want to equip... Oh, you are the one guy that doesn't have, or the one person who doesn't have the double hand. Oh, rip that idea. Oh well. You're just going to get Light Magic for now, so we can heal with you. That's okay too. Ragnarok and Gladius. You also now get the Hermes Sandals. Black Robe and Ribbon. Put you in the front row so you can also physically attack. So you're pretty much the equivalent of Orb now in terms of attack power. Actually better than Kara outside of not having rapid fire. That's unfortunate. You deal so much more damage to those guys. Huh. I guess it's probably just a difference in weapon power. Speaking of which, I wonder that Lena is actually hogging one of the stronger weapons, and I would want to give this over to Ferris. Yes, he does have the Kagenui. You get the Sasuke's Katana instead. Kagenui is better than the Gladius. But this is where I need to go, I'm pretty sure. Certain about that for now. Level half. And we're just going with scrolls then. You don't do anything, your level was halved. Which is incredibly bad, by the way. Oh yeah, Sing is the thing that I wanted to have on a few characters. Do you have Bard already? I think I did learn Bard on most characters. I think I did. So what I wanted to do is make a bit of space up here somehow. Put the tents way down. Give me the Thunder Rod up here. Oh, that's just not going to do anything for me. Either way, you throw Thunder Scrolls, or Lightning Scrolls I guess, for pretty good damage too. New area! Am I going to... I don't get pushed. Okay, we know you guys. One rapid fire is fine. Or not. That's a horrible idea to rapid fire with this. Well, probably should take care of them, thanks to the Blood Sword actually being kinda decent in attacking. What? Oh, those are even more enemies in that case, aren't they? Okay, I have no idea what's happening here. I know some of the some of the ninjas earlier in the Bridge Temple do use image, and you need to kill the image first before hitting those guys. I don't know exactly how this works, but that appears to be something of that equivalent. Where technically I'm killing enemies, but not the same ones. I kind of hope to kill that Dragon Avis, but it doesn't kill him. That's guaranteed to kill Dragon Avis. Could he hit the Great Dragon a few more times? No, that's unfortunate. Oh, he's dead anyways. Both of those appear in the void. I'm going to stick to the left-hand side of my cactus point of view anyways. Wait, I should equip the Gladius on Ferris and also physically attack, I think. Instead of the Thunder Rod, because right now I don't see the reason to... Oh boy. Where is the thing that I'm looking for? Right now I don't see... Oh! Well, Apollo's Harp is 200, never mind. To throw scrolls anymore for now. So I'm going to give Kara regular weapons back. So those guys can counterattack twice because I attack twice with 2 weapons. Even though in rapid fire they can only counterattack a total of twice, I think. Kinda strange how it works. So I'm going to give you Kagenui. Wait, Kagenui should be on the stronger character, which is actually you. So you get the Kagenui. You get the Gladius and Excalibur. Yeah, Excalibur gives you also pretty good strength. Then I'm going to give you Power Sash 2 for more strength. You actually have more strength than this one here for now. You get the Vishnu Vest for less elemental damage. Let's see. Duelist. Are those ones that are on the right side of the Mage Tower? It might be. Well, they can't be stopped anyways, so even though they seem to have a tremendous amount of health, stop just kind of puts an end to that entire thing. Audit. A Royal Crown. Never heard of that thing. A Royal Crown. No strength. 1 agility. Actually, let's just unequip the ribbon for now, just to see. Royal Crown. 1 agility. 1 intelligence. 13 defense, that's actually pretty strong. 5 evasion, that's kinda neat as well. And a bunch of magic defense. Diadem handed down for generations. It might be better than the ribbon for all I can tell. You can equip the Royal Crown, so I'm going to do that on you. Well, it's kind of hard to compare to the ribbon, considering how many status effects it prevents. So this should kill the Great Dragon with rapid fire, I think. Maybe not. Actually, it's like 20,000 damage right there. So pretty sure it kills it. Stick to the left hand side. So if you could stop this guy again, that would be great. He might counterattack pretty heavily. He does counterattack. Oh god. He doesn't always counterattack though, so that's nice. Whew, if he always counterattacked, I would be in grave danger right there. That type of counterattack is just rude if you ask me. Like, I don't even know whether there's anything you can do about this at all. Like, at least not to my knowledge, there is nothing, no. Because it seems to be a flat amount of damage, without modifications to it by defense or anything like that. That dude hits hard, yes, that's one way to put it. Wonder whether your regular attack is good enough for a Great Dragon already. Nope. No, he doesn't. I think he could earthquake twice now. He doesn't, but he could. Yes. The Duelist just hits really hard back. Okay, we are now 1 level lower. Sticking to the left hand side thing. There's little Sparkle Stash. Oh, Mini Satana again. Yeah, stopped. Hooray, so you're dead actually. You guarantee a kill on just using rapid fire. He's a duelist, he fought in the Shadow Realm. That sounds about right. So before I interact with this stuff, I'm just going to heal up real quick. Let's see. It's sealed by a powerful magic. Still, the switch to remove the magical barrier must be around here somewhere. Okay. I'm always worried, oh, that might just be an enemy. That might just be an enemy. It isn't, but it could have been. For all I know, anyways. Okay, it's dead. Keep going further down. Alright, if I berserk you, that even works. Come on. Okay, berserk works, so berserk pretty much overrides the entire AI script, so he's never going to do anything anymore in response to my actions. He doesn't have counter anymore, he doesn't do spells or anything, so I can just berserk him, and he's gone. And berserk is, the nicest thing about it is that it always hits. Assassins and ninjas, of course they have a lot of evasion. I think the black ones actually are enemies from the void, so they don't have that much HP. I should be able to take them out rather quickly. Hey Golden Nerd, welcome! Also welcome to you, Jeff, and Toothkiller, and Filthy Luck, and Lauren. Hope you guys are all having a pleasant day so far. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Yeah, that's the expected result. By the way, daggers half the enemy's evasion, so it decreases the ability for me to attack and hit. And how are busy working? Well, I hope your busyness will pay off. One way or another. Doesn't sound too bad. Turtle shell, dark matter, border scroll, cottage. Anything useful in here at all? Okay, same deal. Just berserking you. It is? Nice. Dark matter. Nope, just alchemist ingredients down here. Random question. What was the weird game you played on Kusagrande where you were in a bubble and it had bad controls that you have to bounce through the level? Oh, that was on the Game Gear. I don't remember the name, Darklash. Let's see whether I can find it real quick. Might still be on in my folder. Right, I actually don't have a keyboard right now. Well, I do have a keyboard, but it's laptop keyboard. Laptop keyboards are horrible. Actually, not that bad, but way better than touchscreen, anyways. So, just sticking to the left-hand side. Here again. I'm actually just going to attack regularly with Kara and see what happens. Okay, it's not quite enough damage, but it might end up just still being faster in the long run. Which... Well, let's see, I have a Kusagrande folder in here somewhere, I think. Oh wow. Okay, I should rapid fire, that way he doesn't even get to physically attack. Learn to dual wield. Nice! Okay. You could master something else now. I don't really need you, per se. Because I don't have enough weapons to cover you attacking as well, I don't think. I'm going to let you get good at Gladiator. I think Gladiator is more forward or straightforward, so let's see how this is going to go. I have no idea about Gladiator, so this will be an experience. Ferris bow? Sure, use the Ferris bow from the back row. Grand helmet, Mirage vest, and protect ring. Sure. Sounds like a plan. Maybe I should give you Spellblade so you can have Osmose Ferris. Let's see, real quick, bracket 1. Pocket Monsters, Hachiemon, Red Zone, Home Alone, Darkman. I actually may not have the thing here. I think it's not on this PC, sorry. I don't think I can find that. Let's open up the chest before I hit the switch. Coral Ring. Something tells me that this thing could be useful sometime soon. Frog Fraction? No, Frog Fractions, in my opinion, is kind of genius. Oh, I get it. I need to be fast in order to get through here. I'm just going to use an elixir for you, whatever. I'm not going to worry about using Osmose or anything of that equivalent for Ferris. I'm just going to use an elixir. No, Frog Fractions is awesome. It's definitely something that I can recommend you giving to your friends to play blind with. But I wouldn't really call it bad at all. Okay. The Last Berserk. No, Frog Fractions, like Lauren mentioned earlier. It's pretty awesome. I can recommend. But that's how this works. I think if you didn't have a thief, this would be really difficult to make. Oh. Item, elixir. There you go. I'm sticking to the right hand side over here. Longinus. That sounds definitely like a spear. It is a spear. Legendary lance, meant to pass judgment on the world. Less attack than Ragnarok. More strength though. Definitely not bad. In fact, it's stronger than the Kagenui. Which would make you slower than Kara if I unequip this. Actually, it makes you the exact same speed. I do want you to be faster, so... means... probably just giving you the Longinus then. Maybe instead of the Gladius? Let's compare the Gladius with the Excalibur instead. Slightly more attack but less strength, so I think this setup is better. Alright. We also start having weapons for Lena that she could possibly equip with the Gladius and Holy Lands for that matter. Those are not bad weapons. Longinus is the name of the spear that appears Jesus on the cross in the Bible. Oh, interesting. I was not aware of that one. Oh, save point. Neat. What time is it? Okay, I have 1 more hour to play and then I need to stop for today. I might continue later, but I'm almost certain we are not going to get through this dungeon today, unfortunately. Hey, what do I need to bring you? You look spooky.
Well met, warriors of light. I have long awaited your coming. To the left lurks a mechanical beast, to the right a fearsome dragon. Choose a path or go beneath, where he Who would trust the world if the darkest despair rests? Take care, warriors. If you truly wish to go forward, you must defeat he who is locked in the dungeons of the Sealed Temple. Defeat him, and all barriers to your progress will fall. Here, the key to the dungeons. I trust you can take care of the rest. I pray for your success.
HP and MP restored. All stars and skill revived. So did I just get a key? I may want to briefly go back and just save the key acquired, assuming that's actually a thing. So I think on the left he said it's a mechanical beast. So that's probably Omega Mark II. Wow, alright. This could take a while. This might be multiple Omegas Mark II. Alright, here we have Mini Satanas again. And Medusas. They do have counterattacks. So I shouldn't take them too lightly. They don't have that much HP though. Let's see what those guys are about. Oh, that's just a straight up Omega. Really? Ew. I'm not set up for this at all. So Omega we can use Stop on if we had 2 bards to cast Stop on. The damage would be easy. But the problem is that he counterattacks right now with potential Circle. That's a problem. Rapid Fire. Let's see. Yeah, this is not going to be healthy. He's going to counterattack 4 times with various ranges of attacks. So I would have to stop him. Mustard Bomb. He actually survived one. That's unusual. And Circle. Can't remember. By the way, I actually really enjoyed the Encircle description of just can't remember. I think that's really fancy. I don't know why I like that so much, but it's pretty awesome. I guess actually I forgot we had White Magic, so I could have potentially beaten this thing. Oh well. Rep. Wave Cannon. No, I've not been streaming that long. I did pause the timer. This is just kind of how long the entire session takes so far, got the nerd. Need the Thunderblade? Yes, well, really I just need 2 bards in order to take care of those guys. Not that difficult. Let's see. Ash. Oh, that's a little thing there. Can I Berserk here? Nope, they are immune to Berserk. So they are going to potentially counterattack. I still don't know what they counterattack with. I will just assume it's something that will just one-shot me. Let's see. Entice. That's the confusion, isn't it? Yes. Evil Eye. Okay, Petrification is the counterattack. Not a room full of Omegas, indeed. Well, this would be an easy way back, but not forward. This should take care of this guy. Or not. I guess we don't have nearly as much damage as I thought we do. I know Dino Zombies have a lot of HP. I think all they do, however, is just regular attacks, so no counters, so we should be fine. Oh, okay, that's handy that it missed. Bone deals damage based on how much HP he has lost. It's kind of nice that you didn't do anything. So what did you just learn? I didn't pay attention. Lure? Attract enemies' hits. Can somebody tell me what lure actually does? Okay, hang on. First of all, you need sing. Your first Final Fantasy was 5. The first one I've beaten was 5, so we're kind of even there. Nice. Vishnu West, probably a good one. Lure increase enemy encounter rate. I see. So I don't want to use that because I'm not allowed to use encounter manipulation. Because decreasing encounters is not allowed, so I assume increasing encounters is not allowed. So you had Sing as well, I'm pretty sure. Okay, never mind, you don't have Sing, so you're going to be a bard for now. You're the one person who doesn't have Sing, aren't you? You're going to also get white for now. We want you to have Hermes sandals. Sure. What agility do you have? 36. This is nowhere close to the levels what Ferris has. But it should be fine. We don't need that many stops. Alrighty, so what we want to do. These are Omegas. They are susceptible to a song that I don't even have. Oh goodness. I don't have the stop song. Uh-oh. Oops indeed. Yeah, that's not going to work the way I hoped it would. So we need to just get lucky here in this case. Every second move he takes is... I mean, in a word, bad for us, but that's not exactly what I'm looking for. Taking half of our health in damage and also inflicting HP leak status. So, you two need to wait. You shell yourself. Wave cannon. I just need shell on everybody pretty much. Because this increases my chance to resist what he throws at me. You are pretty much immune to what he does there. Blink doesn't do anything, he doesn't use any physical attacks. Shell on you. So, now we need to sing. Swift Song increases our speed compared to him, which is nice, but Hero's Ram increases our level, reducing the chance further of getting attacked by his moves, or actually hit by his moves more specifically. Also, it increases the amount of damage I deal, and also the amount of healing I do. So I have to do this after every time he uses Wave Beam. I probably should use a high potion for you, because you're kind of far behind in health right now. So then I wait some more. Essentially I need to wait until the Hero's Rhyme keeps ticking up in levels that we get. He missed. Attacks. This would do a bunch of status effects, but we are immune against most of them. Ikara is fine from most abilities and attacks. I'm actually going to give you a Kiraga here to heal you to full. You can definitely beat this guy. It's going to be a bit awkward, but nothing too bad. Aren't these enemies different from one in the Cleft of Dimension? Well, so far it seems to be the exact same thing, to be completely honest. It might be different, I don't know that. Please, even if you think they might be different. No spoilers, I would appreciate that. I'm going to have you sing... I think this is the strength song, isn't it? The sinewy attitude? Increase the strength. You are going to equip... Aegis shields, there we go. And a very weak weapon, preferably. What's the weakest weapon? Do I still have my very basic dagger? From the literal base game. There, this is literally the weakest weapon. Because I need to somehow make my cactus stop singing sometime. And that's kind of the only way I have, in a sense. Otherwise I can't heal. Basically I need to wait until the bard songs tick up all the way. Also, I'm only going to attack with Romp because he has the highest attack power. The other characters should get an Aegis shield too, so they have an even higher chance of surviving attacks too. That would be desirable. Which means Farius needs to get a Aegis shield as well. No reason to have anything else, really. If I had Spellblade on Romp, I would already go on the offensive here, but well, I don't. Oh yeah, that's actually a good point, Tiro. But even if I could actually use Bare Hand, it only deal a little damage, nothing else, not even damage. Even if I could use a little thing there, it would still kind of be... And my hands there. The hands have a chance for critically hitting, so that would be more damage than the thing. You should survive pretty much everything. Although I do have to single target heal her. No, she still has more HP than half, so it's fine. Okay, now we're going on the offensive here. Oh, not nearly as much damage as I hoped it would be. We need like 4 of those attacks in order to kill him, so Romp needs to survive 4 attacks. Rocket Punch missed, Rocket Punch missed, Rocket Punch missed, Rocket Punch missed. Sweet, alright, that's perfect. I'm going to sing the Sinewy Attitude some more. Getting a little bit more strength in there. Oh, only 2? Only need 2, Actually, I might be able to one-shot those guys if I just get the Spellblade in there. Maybe a Hyper Wrist to increase attack power, actually. No, you're going to do max damage anyway, so it's kind of pointless to have a Hyper Wrist on that end. Rather have something that increases your physical, your magic evasion. Replay an Apocalypse is good. I'm also going to give you the exclamation mark spell blade. I'll fight them all. That's actually kind of my plan. Because I'm pretty sure they don't come back, so I'm just going to fight all of them and save and then come back. Black robe. Ribbon. Longinus and Kagenue should be fine. So, did you learn to sing? I'm pretty sure Lena didn't learn to sing yet. But one thing I realized is it's probably better if I have blue on you, so we can use... just Mighty Guard and be done with it, which also, by the way, one thing that dude didn't do is he did not end up causing an earthquake, which would be a bunch of damage. Not horrible at our levels on HP and stuff, but it would still be kind of substantial. You still get the Aegis shield though. There's no reason for you to wear anything else. No. How much HP do you have left? Okay. Take one more of those guys on. Spellblade. The Naga. Blue Magic. Mighty Guard. Shell really helps us prevent getting hit by those attacks. And it might actually be enough for Rom to just straight up use the thing. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to sing the hero's rhyme. Need swords for spellblade, not spears or katana. That's actually a really good point, I forgot about that. So either way, you're going to rapid fire him and hopefully just straight up kill him. I don't know, remember how much HP it has. But 8 attacks like this might just be his too many ways. Yep, alright. See, pretty easy. We actually can farm AP here. Could even just give you the gold needle for now. So your spells cost less, gold hairpin. And you can actually continue learning this thing, and now you have Sing, so you can benefit from that too. You don't even need to do anything, I'm just going to leave you in the back row with whatever. Hello. Oh, you just defend, I don't need you. I'm going to use the Dagger Blade. I'm just going to defend. The one person that cannot get petrified, I'm okay with this. So let's see. This should kill it, right? Reliably? Probably? Yeah. So we can one-shot Omega. Or well, one cycle, I guess. I know you said the Kappa there at fight them all, but... with this amount of power, it's really not difficult. Oh. Oh, I see what happens. I didn't exchange bone mail. These Omega should like to be stopped if you have Omega Award. Oh, the Omega medal. From actually defeating the regular Omega, I guess. Interesting. Oh well. But it's actually good that I don't have that, right? So I get more ability points. Also, you don't have the bone mail, please. You have a royal crown and a additional vest. Oh, that's not an Omega. I was really confused for a second. That's not an Omega, guys. Each character's gladiator outfit is based off of a summon. Really? I did not know that. Did you just attack all of those on this guy over there? No, that's just silly. No, that was just silly. Okay, in this case I'm going to give you a second decent weapon. Actually, I wanted to do this differently, didn't I? Wanted to give you the Kagenui. And you can have ladies instead. It's less damage, but in case I want to use the other thing, it will be fine. Alrighty. Now you don't do anything. Just wait, wrap. No! Uh-oh! 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 Oh goodness, I need to get lucky here. Oh no. That's a confusion. That's a confusion. Uh-oh, that's another confusion. Oh no. Uh-oh. At least you hit yourself. Oh, you didn't hit yourself. Oh god. I did not do that well. Where's my shield? That was really not good. That was really not good. I need my Aegis shield. He didn't remove anybody from the from combat, so this is kind of decent on that end. I rapid fired rather than using the thing that I needed to use. That really doesn't help. Next move is going to be flamethrower again. You have to heal. Oh god. We should be fine now though. Going to wave cannon here. Might be a double move. No, the double move is next. Phew. Double move is next, not now, so we're okay for now. I have so many items, I need to actually get rid of them sometime. Gold needle, because I want you to get the weapon experience. Oh goodness, that was not a good move on my end. That was really not clever. You know what? Might as well get AP up. No bone meal for you. Whew. Okay. There you go. You get an elixir. Alright, was that all of them? Maybe. A demon's rod? What's that? Doesn't have much attack power, so I assume it's further down. Dark rod infused with poison. 2 magic power. I assume this thing is rather special, but I have no idea what it does, so I don't really have a concept of what to use it for. Or with, for that matter. Oh, right, you have a dagger right now, because I messed up. Oh. I was accidentally using rapid fire before using some dagger blade. That's a rip. Then is Shiva. There's a snowflake on her mask. Oh, I see. Bubble trouble. Right, that's what it was. Reach. you just learned? Long reach. Attack enemies at full power from the back row, no matter the weapon. Oh, is that a passive? Feel free to answer this question. If I have this gladiator class mastered, will Lena gain the ability with the freelancer? Master it passive for the freelancer. Oh. 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 That's neat. I don't think it matters, but it's neat. It is inherent to Gladiator, though. That's what he meant earlier. Fair enough. I still didn't give Paris weapons, did I? Nope. Counterattack. Oh, he one-shots those. Alright. So I get the Longinus and the Kagenui. Or maybe it would be kind of nice for regular areas like this one here. Because that was a lot of damage right there. Elixir. So maybe I want that actually. But I feel like I want to specifically go and farm ability points, because those regular enemies here don't give a whole lot of ability points. Oh, he didn't one-shot them this time. Evil Eye. Petrified. I was afraid I was petrified. Or something like that. Does long reach work only for the attack command, or do other commands like rapid fire also follow through? That's a really good question, actually. That's a really good question. I would assume it also works for other commands, but that is not necessarily a given. I think only Lena can get petrified right now because she doesn't have a shield that allows her to resist that. And now she does. Ribbons do prevent petrification, so does the Aegis shield. I can drop down there if I wanted to. I don't know whether I want to. Yeah, you have 2 daggers that deal good damage. Oh. Thankfully he didn't use Protect on the other dude. Archaeosaur is in the chest thingy. Has more HP than I thought it would. Oh, okay. We can now go in there, which was kind of to the other side. Wow, 4,500 damage. I'm actually mildly inclined to have everybody master Gladiator except for Lena, because that really doesn't help her much. I still don't have the Dark Bow. I still forgot to buy the Dark Bow. Oh my god. Don't you shot me? Yeah, it does. It is a button, I need to press it. This does not look like a friendly area. There's a hidden passage on the side. That guy is dead, and you might kill the Medusa. Let's see whether I can optimize From's attack power so he could potentially more reliably one-shot the Medusas. Ribbon is as good as it gets. You could have the Black Garb for more attack power. Wait, no, not Black Garb. Power Sash. 70 strength. That's a lot of strength. Oh, we are back here? Wait a second. You guess long range can't be innate for freelancers? Wait. So it isn't after all, or what? I'm not sure I understand. I just realized I could give my cactus aim, which would allow them to kill the mini Satana really efficiently and quickly. You don't have aim because you never even became ranger. Because aim always hits. Need to hit those guys twice. 3 times, okay. This is the way outside. Let's go and drop down on the right side. Although I still haven't fully explored the left side for that matter. Yeah, aim would be really nice in here, by the way. Just saying. Maybe I should only have Rompath Rapid Fire for now, and the other guys could just have aim instead. Although really, those guys are just annoying rather than dangerous. So maybe I should just be prepared for stuff that might be stronger in the long run. And just deal with it for now. Oh, this is not where I want to be, is it? Yeah, no, this is really not where I want to be. Oh god. Oh god. We're back all the way now. Okay. Ha! You thought you found something useful, didn't you? I guess I did think that. No, I didn't. Freelancer doesn't get long range innate if you master Gladiator in future. Okay, fair enough. That would be pretty powerful to say the least. I appreciate your insight. This is not going to kill it, is it? It is. Oh. We have so much more level, or so many more levels now than before. It's kind of crazy. So we are all the way back. Oh, I feel like the best thing I can do now is just get back, because I only have a half an hour left now. So this will probably take me about that long in order to get back where I was. And just to the save point, then continue onward tomorrow. Kind of curious that the power sash would be this good so far, for now. Wasn't this where I wanted to have throw? No, that was a different place. No, throw is right after this, is where I want throw. Image. Oh no. Didn't you get the key for that boss in the dungeon? The thing is, I jumped down a hole which I had no idea where it would lead to. And, well, Now I just have to walk back because of it. That's kind of how we ended up here, really. Boop. Hey, Silent Sigil. Boop. I hope you have a pleasant day so far. Also, good evening to you, the Mikid. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Also, welcome to your transcreener. That was 23 minutes ago. I'm sorry I missed that earlier. Once again, my impressive inability to reach that in time. But yes, I did get presumably a key from that guy. Wait, was it for that guy? Oh, I should have tried that. I see now what you mean with filthy luck. It might have been for that guy. It might have been. Oh no. Which would have been really awkward anyways, to fight him now because I didn't save in between. And I would have had to redo all the Omega fights too. Never done this place. Yeah. You're allowed to think along and make voice ideas like that if you have no idea. Just people who are familiar with this entire game, I would prefer that they would try to avoid those kinds of things. So you're going to get the Magus Rod, Black Robe, Ribbon, Hermes Sandals. That way you can throw the scrolls for full power pretty much. That's exactly why. Yeah, you easily one-shot those thanks to having mastered Oracle. Oh goodness, where do I need to go? Whoa! Ironclad? I have no idea what that is. Probably the rare encounter here. First time I'm seeing it. Immune to Berserk. I'm kind of scared of actually attacking him regularly. Oh, you don't have blue magic anymore. Going to throw Protect on you. Let's see what happens when we rapid fire. Oh, he's dead. Alright. That was spooky. Oh, I remember now where to go. Kinda. I kind of now remember where to go. I need to... I think I could have taken a different path. But this one works too. Actually, it's supposed on the bottom left in order to open up that door, isn't it? There it is. Let's see. How strong is this going to be? Not a one-shot, unfortunately. So just regular attacks would probably have been better. Oh well. That guy is dead. Hit another one, please. Thank you. That guy is dead too. And one on the far left now. Ah. So yeah, on those guys we just regular attacks and they are dead. So now from here we go to the left. Get on regular attack. Nobody can get petrified anyways. Why do you have so much evasion? That's so weird for this kind of monster. I should actually try the innate ability of the gladiator sometime. So, to the left. There we go. Okay. I kind of have a pretty good idea how to get through here now, so that's a plus. Pretty much, I would say, if I want to grind, for whatever reason, these flowers here might be my favorite encounter. They are so quick and easy to defeat thanks to the flame scroll. Alrighty, we've never gone down here. I'm just going to go ahead and decide to start exploring on this side instead. Okay, this is why we still have... I do have, I guess, a power rod that I could use instead. Although if the power rod doesn't work, it would incite the back response elicit. Worst case scenario, if I have to go, I'm just going to go ahead and use the quick save feature for actually quick saving rather than anything else. I think that would be fine to do as well. It's really curious that Berserk never misses in this game. Even on enemies, but it's also really curious that on enemies, on allies in other Final Fantasy games, Berserk can miss, which is equally weird in my book. Because if you Berserk your own allies, you're clearly wanting to do that, why can't that even miss? That's kind of like when a buff spell like Protect or Shell would miss. Thinking something sounds like a good idea actually. So I think this is just the way you down. Yeah, this is nothing else. This might just be different paths. Right, this is open now. Can you Berserk this thing? Yes, you can. But it's not going to Earthquake anymore. Might do other stuff though. For a lot of damage for that matter. So here's where I want Fairies back on good weapons, so Fairies can just chunk them as well. So Longinus. He already had the other weapon still. Right, I have to use this thing in order to go to the left. I've never had Cactus this high level in a regular playthrough. Well, I guess it's not as regular of a playthrough, is it? There we go. That's right. I'm actually mildly curious what would happen if I were to just steal from this guy. Like, he might have some interesting equipment, weapons and stuff as well. Kind of like most enemies in endgame dungeons seem to have ridiculous rare steals. Alrighty, we are back here. I guess I still have a bit more time to explore things. On the bright side, we did kill the oh my god on the left side. I don't think there's any left, so let's see where we can go with this. Left was a chest. Let's go to the left side. I don't think I've gone to the left side before here. Rapid fire should kill this guy. I think. No, I'm not certain anymore all of a sudden. Nope, he survived, so I might as well regular attack since he gets a regular attack in anyways. which should be quicker in the long run. Fairy's physically attacking normally here is actually perfectly fine because she can potentially even stop the enemies. Okay, then let's just master the Gladiator class, which allows her to use Blade Blitz. Blade Blitz, attack all enemies. I don't know what that means. You know what, I'm just going to start giving you Samurai at this point. You know that ability that just lets you insta-kill enemies? No? Trust me, it's a pretty good one. And I'm going to give you Might Magic. Actually, no. I think it makes more sense to give you ABP up. So the passive that you learn from a Samurai is to dodge. Which that's pretty substantial. You're not going to get that a weapon, sorry buddy. Or lady. Mega Shield. Vishnu Armor. Royal Crown and Sorcerer's Mantle. Actually, no. This is better. By the way, quick question. Did you know that if you want your cactus to regenerate HP in battle through having the guard ring on. Oh, you can't go through here. Good to know. Through having the guard ring equipped, you want to potentially have them in different cactus slots. Wow, that's a very dodgy guy. You want to potentially get them into different cactus slots. Because I think the second and fourth cactus slot get instantly, at the very beginning of the battle, a regeneration take right away. I think. So I guess there's not much of a reason for me to not just straight up attack with Kara, aside from when Ferris hits both hits at the same time. So yeah, it looks like this is the only way to go in the first place. Nice, stop. That way we prevent all counterattacks. Which, the counterattacks don't seem to be particularly dangerous. Just slow. So now we go to the left side and we don't press this button. Lamia Queen. Those are old enemies. You can potentially drop a Lamia's Tiara. Which would be a 1 in 16 chance. Okay, I think I get it. So both of the switches in here probably allow us to go ahead and fight the boss. Is my assumption anyways. We do not want to fall down there or the other way around. No reason for me to go there. Nice. Good job. How much experience do we get for those anyways? 6.7. That's pretty much as an Iron Giant. Way easier to kill as well. So if I really want to grind for whatever reason, this would be an easy way to just run back and forth and hold down the A button. Because those guys are never seemingly dangerous at all. Although I don't know whether I've already encountered the rare encounters in here. Since I pressed the button, I'm not going to go to the left side yet. I'm going to the left side after I save. Because once again, my assumption is by now that we're going to run into a boss. And those bosses here are going to be rather extreme. Probably. The Grand Avius was surprisingly easy. And even with a suboptimal setup, I ended up being able to take it out. It doesn't even petrified all that frequently, it looks like. No! Ah! I knew I had to go down over once I head to the left, but I headed down too early. Nice stop. At this point... Wait. Ferris has no dual wield. The only thing Ferris is lacking is rapid fire, and Ferris could be the damage dealer instead of Kara. On the other hand, Kara does not have any of the support abilities that I have taught to Ferris, so probably not, never mind. This guy doesn't die to this anyway, so might as well use regular attacks. Speed up. Born! Haha. Aegis Shield blocked. Aegis Shield has a 1 in 3 chance to block pretty much every single spell, even spells that don't rely on a chance to hit. Pretty crazy. Also, for whatever reason, Kara deals an insane amount of damage to this guy. I still don't really understand why, because it can't be Holy Element. Since those weird Magus dudes seem to be holy as well. Okay, what are we doing here? Probably don't want to jump down Hero Cocktail. I'm just going to stick to left hand side as much as I can, which is a problem if there's multiple levels of floor, because that might kind of lead me nowhere. I kind of figured I would encounter the boss of this area, but I guess not yet. I really don't want to jump down. Actually, I might just jump down, see what's done there, and if it's nothing useful, yeah, I'm just going to reset. Could be interesting. Ash. Oh. Bliss shot. Opens the door. What does this switch to? Okay, interesting nonetheless. So it's not an instant reset, I guess. One is stopped. Since this one gets an attack in anyways, might as well just wait for Rump to take it out. Pretty simple. The door here, we can't go up. This door is now open, presumably because I hit the switch on the left side. No stop, but also no counter attack. That's neat. It's because it resembles the Moogle Eater and she hates those. I would believe it. If I knew of any other mechanic like this in the game. Holy water. Another switch there. I assume it's her weapons. So, is the door now open to the north over there? Evil Eye. You're not going to hit anything. Curious enough, the animation might actually be either just as long or even shorter if she actually uses Evil Eye rather than, well, not using it. Have I arrived? I think I have arrived, guys. on Omega Mark II. I only have 10 minutes to try my luck at it. And I did plan on taking notes and such. Alrighty. Okay. So, I haven't quite mastered Samurai, but I feel like that's not going to matter anyways yet. You're going to get... Summon... Invite. Before I equip you, you're going to get... Blue... And you're actually going to get the Mass Immune first, and the Aegis Shield. Hermes Sandals. Vishnu Vest for you? Sure, reduces elemental damage. Ribbon, I'm just going to rely on ribbons. So Mass Immune because that will allow her to get one turn in before anything else happens, and that will be Mighty Guard. So you're going to get an Aegis Shield for certain, and then probably Asuka's Katana for physical block. I don't know whether it's going to be relevant or not, but well, rather not take chances. You're going to get a black robe, and I'm actually tempted to give you an angel ring just to get rid of pet zombification, but based on Omega, there's not going to be anything like that. Maybe a Sorcerer's Mantle. Could be interesting. But Sorcerer's Mantle... No. No, Hermes Sandals. You need to be fast in order to heal a lot. I could give you the Sorcerer's Mantle instead, however. Ragnarok Blade would be stronger than what you have with the Excalibur. Longinus doesn't allow you to use Spellblade, so I'm not going to use that. Okay, Nu on the other hand is just strictly stronger. Yeah, this looks good. I'm going to give you the Sorcerer's Mantle. Nullifies all elemental attacks. Alright. So I need to haste you before we do anything else. Alrighty. I don't expect to beat this guy, but I'm expecting to get a bunch of information from it. So what are your abilities? Rapid Fire Spellblade, that's good. Rapid Fire Spellblade. Okay, we have two potential attackers if necessary, in case one of them gets removed from combat, which kind of what I expect to have happen. And I'm also going to start noting down turns, because I know how the basic mechanics work of this game. Each turn the enemy has one of three possible moves. They can take multiple turns per action, but it's always one of three possible moves, and I want to start writing them down to start learning about this guy. Hi, surprise attack! Is it surprising? So, alrighty. This is Omega Mark II, and his first move is Barrier Change. Oh goodness, okay. Barrier Change is the first move he can do, which that kind of randomizes what he's weak to, pretty much, for all I know anyways. So I'm going to summon Golem to protect from all physical attacks. I don't know whether he uses any physicals, but we'll see about that. So, I might just go with Flare Blade, because that doesn't care about what he has. Blaster. Insta-kill on somebody potentially, or a bunch of damage. So, you use a Mass Immune in order to make Kara decently fast. Because Kara didn't have haste until now. So, Kara, you go with Drain, I guess. And now, I want to test whether he actually has a shield, kind of like his buddies. I'm going to cast Reflect on him. He does have a shield innately. Yeah, that actually is a problem. I shouldn't have done that. So I want to wait until his next move. Just to see what it does. Wave Cannon. Okay. 50% damage. Only one move. So the second move is always a Wave Cannon, probably. Might be just a 100% chance to Wave Cannon. You're not going to attack. I don't want to trigger any counterattacks while I am at low health. Unfortunately, Kara cannot do anything about this. I should have had somebody sing, now that I think about it. That was a mistake, not having sing. Ah, dummy. I need to sing on you. Let's try attacking. I assume he has too much evasion. Oh, he has too much defense. He also has a bunch of evasion, but that might not matter. High potion. Rainbow Wind is his third move, or one of his third moves. Okay. So far, nothing too devastating, but that might change for all I can tell. Probably Wave Cannon the next move again. Just going to spam high potions on Kara for now. You're going to wait until you see what he does. Okay, third move is Wave Cannon again. It's kind of like Omega. Wave Cannon seems to be coming in every other turn. It's elementless, deals half damage and inflicts HP leak status to you. So it's pretty bad for us. Especially since I can't properly heal Kara right now. Might be the best to just let her die. On the other hand, Reflect is not going to last forever either. Wave Cannon is move number 5 as well. Actually, let me just number those real quick. 1, 2, 3. Move number 5 is Wave Cannon as well. Alright, that. And Rainbow Wind, so that's a double move. So he can double move on the 5th turn. The thing. So far he has been pretty tame with what he did, but worth noting, I guess. So Kiraga. You use a Phoenix down. And this is why I have 2 white mages in my team, pretty much. Search is his 6th move. This is actually pretty much like Omega, actually, because he searches a target and then just attacks that target. And you can reflect search in order to avoid counterattacks. Oh god, I have 2 more minutes. I need to quickly do this here. Alright. Mighty Guard, so Kara gets the thing again. This could be interesting. Actually, he doesn't use anything that costs any MP. Maybe Rainbow Wind, but that's about it. So that's not going to be useful. Alright. You're going to wait until he probably uses a Wave Cannon again. Actually, he's going to use a single target move against the character, isn't he? So this should be fine. Yeah. Comic Ray, no problem. Alright, next is probably Wave Cannon, I would assume. Or it could be barrier change again, for all I know. Maybe barrier change is always at the beginning. So that's a possibility as well. But who has summoned? Not you. Paste Kara real quick. You're just going to defend for now. You're just going to wait until you wave cannons. Okay, my phone tells me I have to go. Wave cannon. Okay, wave cannon. So I kind of assume we are back at turn 2, so next he can use Rainbow Wind, in theory. Delta attack. I think he cannot get Potterfied because he has a ribbon. Yeah, everybody has a ribbon. That's why you have ribbons. They just protect against so many things. Kiraga. So actually, I assume this is Delta attack here on the third turn. Delta attack. Alrighty. So next is Wave Cannon. Then is another potential Wave Cannon plus second move. Cura should be sufficient to top us off. Or not. Not quite enough. This is why I would like to have a Bart. Atomic Ray. I assume this is here. Only one move? Uh-oh. I might be off. He still didn't do his double move. Just going to wait until he does his double move. Next is a wave cannon again. I have to heal after every single wave cannon because he can use wave cannon more or less twice in a row. Did I just single target? Yep. That's not good. Not horrible, but just kind of a wasted MP there. Wave cannon? Okay, wave cannon, Rainbow Wind. There we go. So. I need you to use Carbuncle here. Oh, I did not do that clever. Okay, Search reflected. Now we can attack and he will target himself as long as it works the same as otherwise. So. Going to use elixirs to heal for now. Rapid fire. That's pretty good damage. I don't care about his element, I guess, if I just use Flare Blade. Encircle, Encircle. He seems to only use Encircle as counterattacks. But we have our way around it because he's targeting himself. Oh ho 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 ho! You cheeky bastard! Alright. Okay, I get it. He just full healed himself there. Alrighty, I have to go, guys. I just realized what is happening here. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to go full kamikaze. And then probably try to do this again next time. I don't assume I'm going to win unless I get super lucky. The circle is blocked. What, did he just full heal himself again? He does that even when... Oh my goodness. Wow. Do you want to tell me I have to one-shot you, or I have to stop you from doing anything? White Wind, by the way, heals through the thing. Maybe I just need to get lucky until he doesn't use that thing anymore. He can't just full heal himself that easily. That's pretty bad for me. Filthy luck, no! Please, I did not know specifically rapid fire was counted with full heal. You shouldn't tell me that. That's mean. No, I see that he counters my attacks with that. I don't know that it's specifically rapid fire. Well, that kind of takes the fun out of it. Alright, either way. I'm just going to have to go, guys. Also, I'm going to not reach chat for the next boss. Actually, it's surprising that we survive and circle that much. Well, there's other guaranteed hit moves, such as a jump, but other mecha heads actually use missiles in order to get people out of the jump. What? I guess he doesn't always counter this. Yes, Mitchell, he just didn't always counter hit. We get a force shield. I guess you could also just get lucky. Alrighty, now you can tell me everything about this guy. Alrighty, I have to go, guys. Sorry. That was unexpected. I guess it really is because I'm way over leveled. Well, maybe not over leveled, but way higher leveled than I would normally appear to be around here. Either way, now you can tell me everything. Okay, thank you very much for watching, for listening, and for lurking, and filthy luck, despite my reaction. Also, I apologize for my reaction, because it's like, oh no. But it's like, whatever. Let's get on with it. Mistakes happen. And don't worry about it. I wish you all a pleasant evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it might be for you. And hopefully until next time. It might continue later today, no guarantee. And have a nice day, guys.